Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I have sort of slept. The cats, they're on their own schedule, so they were like, "Hey, it's time to do this and that," and our whole routine. So I was getting woken up by them. But you know what I might do? I'm not above taking an afternoon nap here. Looking outside right now, well, you wouldn't know we had quite the crazy night last night. I actually just went out and got back from not doing a complete damage survey, but I like to go out and kind of take a look if I have the time to see what's going on and what kind of damage we did see. And I lined that up with the reports you guys gave me last night. So it really helps a lot for not only me, but for the National Weather Service, who has sent a survey team up here. And I think they're going to be surveying that same area where I was. That'll be the official storm survey, and that should come out, I think, later this evening, I would imagine, because I think that's their only survey. Looking outside right now, 70 degrees, dew point 62. Feels pretty nice out there. Again, we cooled off behind the system. But here is what I saw. This was actually out on near Rapides Station Road. So this was close to the Love's gas station, and this is like, if you were watching last night, this lines up really well with where I was watching things. And this is just one of many pictures here. Lots of trees had been snapped, power lines down, things like that. I didn't see a lot of structural damage. If I did see any, that was attached to a tree falling and clipping a house or something like that, but not structural damage that was caused by, say, just the wind purely lifting the roof off of a house or something like that. This is what I saw down on Rogue Gully. Let me get there. There we go. Big, impressive tree snapped here. Saw some very big trees that were snapped, loads of limbs down, and this connected. I actually took these pictures and I put them all in a little album so you can look at the map on the iPhone and see where they were. And it looks like if you connect the dots, this would probably be a path that was the same storm. The question is, was it continuous? And that's where the National Weather Service is going to come in, and they're going to go and check things out. And also with all that, we had all these flood warnings here. And over the past 2 days, you can see that the rainfall totals, if you're in yellow, which is pretty much everyone in our area, you've seen 2 inches of rainfall. I saw 2.51 here at the house. That includes a shower that came in before midnight. So that's, I guess, technically a 2-day total. But some areas did see over 5 out of this. We don't see the extreme totals that we saw out of that last event. That is confined out there to Texas, between Huntsville and Trinity. Some radar estimates up over 10 inches, and they had flash flood emergencies and all that kind of stuff out there. So everything's moving on to the east. This has absolutely wiped out instability, and we don't have a threat for any more real organized rain today. I can't rule out a sprinkle or something like that, but I think rain chances are not only out for today, but most of tomorrow. They return on Wednesday as things start to ramp up once again, but it doesn't look like a big severe weather threat this time. Current temps 70, 74 up in Winfield. I would guess we got a little sun coming into those western parishes because it has stayed nice and cool, and that is good if you are still without power. And I actually didn't check that number. My goodness, shouldn't I do that? Let me just pull up the website, and I will look at that real quick and get you an updated total on that. And I'm going to go to the old Cenla weather site. Here's your day planner for the rest of the day. I know I'm on later than normal, and you can see temperatures low to mid 70s. Originally, it looked like we might see a little more sun and might get a little bit warmer, but I don't think we're complaining there with those temperatures in the lower to middle 70s. So now I'm pulling this up. There we go. Okay, so the severe threat, the marginal risk, is now pushed to our south and to our east. We are in the clear, it looks like, for today. And it looks like tomorrow we may see a few rumblers in the area, but I really think latest high-resolution guidance is keeping us pretty dry. And we're down to 900, roughly, power outages in the area. That includes 300 in Rapides, roughly, 400 in Vernon, 100 in Beauregard, and 100 in Allen Parish. So the crews are out there. I saw some when I was out kind of looking around at the damage, and they're doing a great job getting us restored here in less than 24 hours. And Futurecast here shows that we are dry tomorrow, but then things do return. We start to get that activity going again. I think Wednesday afternoon we get storms, and then I think it's kind of an everyday thing from Wednesday through at least Saturday. You can see here just waves of showers and storms, mainly tied to that daytime heating, and we have a glancing blow from an upper feature up to the north there. So that's going to keep us in rain chances until probably the weekend. I think these totals are going to be much more manageable, but most of us are going to see another inch to 2 inches of rain by Sunday. So, we saw another soaker last night, and I know probably most of us are at the point where we're like, okay, we're good here. We can use a little break. And we get a little break between today and tomorrow. But after that, the rain chances are back. It looks like they will start to creep out of the area again late this weekend. And I don't see any day as a washout. I think the two best chances for rain are going to be later in the afternoon Wednesday, and then again during the day on Friday. Saturday, things start to move out, and Sunday we are down to 30%. Here is the extended forecast. Tom does a more kind of a more wrapped up version of this where he gets a little more specific, but in general, it looks like next week, it looks like that May 7th to 13th time frame is going to be above normal with some more scattered rain and storms. So good news that we're not staring down the barrel of a drought here. Remember, last year it was about early July when that took over. So it's good to have this happening now to get the rainfall, not the severe weather, of course, and hopefully we can get that fine balance that is so tough to strike here in Louisiana. All right, guys, I'm going to get on out of here. I'll get that report once they update that and we see if that was a tornado or if it was straight line wind. I think it's probably, looking at what we saw on radar, going to come back as a weaker tornado, EF01 maybe. So we will see what they say when they get the survey all finished up. They did, and again, if you weren't watching last night, which I think everyone was after that alarm went off, which that wasn't me, by the way. I think it's great that that happens because that does wake you up for a tornado warning. It's very jarring, but that, I believe, was just the emergency alert system that sends that through when you have a tornado warning. But after that, when this storm passed just north of the airport, we did have a 62-mile-per-hour wind gust. So there were straight line winds and possibly, again, a tornado as well. So I am going to get on a huge tree down on 28 West past Tunks. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see that being kind of tied to that rear flank downdraft. Probably not the tornado, but we'll see what the survey says. And again, I will update that as soon as I get that information. All right, I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. I'm not sure if Tom's coming on again today because I just went ahead and did it because I figured I'd show you what I saw out there with all that damage that we did see across the area last night. Hopefully it's a quick recovery for you if you experienced any issues last night, and we'll always be here to tell you what's going to happen and what's going on as it does happen. See you later.